Work is hell, but working in hell is another level of torture, I swear. Something interesting needs to happen today, otherwise I might just file for another level. Huh. A new mortal to play with. I'm not used to you arriving in random puffs of smoke, but that familiar look of terror and confusion on your face tells me that you are in the right place. Welcome, cursed soul, to the depths of hell, where you will be chained in an eternal spell. You will pay dearly for your sins in time, but until that day, your soul is mine. The confusion on your face is normally outweighed by terror, but you look more confused than scared. Can I ask? You arrived in a puff of smoke. Are you a special mortal sent by someone? No? Huh. A summoning ritual? Oh, sweet thing. You were trying to summon a hellhound to you. Well, you must have messed up the ritual somewhere, because instead you have summoned yourself to your local hellhound. What, you couldn't guess it by the giant ears and the fluffy tail? Well, I'm the guardian of this gate. Well, yes, of course I look more like a receptionist. It's because technically here that's what I do. I keep everything organized within this level. There are various levels of hell, mind you, so someone has to keep an eye on things down here. Regardless of any of that, since you've messed up your ritual and you're here anyway, I can give you a tour if you'd like. Well, you don't seem as scared as someone who should be here would normally be. So I can gather from the smell of black salt and sulfur on your clothing that you did indeed perform a ritual. Although I do also smell the nervous sweat of a rookie in spell work. I would advise you to read your rituals and perfect your ingredients prior to any summonings. In the future, you might not be so lucky. Had you gone to a higher level, you would be in a world of pain. But luckily you came to me, and I'm one of the most friendly of the guardians, so if you'll follow me over to my waystone, I can give you a look around. And who knows, maybe you'll be here for eternity one day for real. Wouldn't that be nice? Follow me, and try not to talk to anybody or anything, or touch anybody or anything on the tour, lest you get pulled into somebody's fun game of hide and seek or cat and mouse. Yes, holding my paw is appropriate. That is fine. Here, watch out for the claws. And if for whatever reason you behave like a child and get lost from me, my tail is generally long enough that you will be able to find it within your recent vicinity. So grab onto the end of it, and if you tug, I will punish you. Yes? Very good. Well, hold on to my paw tight, because you are in for the ride of your afterlife. Welcome to the second level of hell. I would advise you that the demons around here are quite the touchy-feely type, so unless you would prefer more of a hands-on treatment, I'd stay close to me. Okay? Good. Well, yes, of course where we came from isn't nearly as exciting as here. I understand the furnishing and the lights make it a bit more belle-esque than my level, but you did arrive in limbo, so I choose to keep quite the neutral decoration. Besides, if you come back, you might just be lucky enough to be placed here, where the punishments are a lot more pleasurable, I suppose. Hands off the merchandise. I am giving a guided tour, thank you. Hey, you break it, you buy it. The demons around here just think that everything on this level is their property, to touch and squeeze and spank as they please. Come along. This level is quite the rambunctious one, but I have so much more to show you. In total, there are 9 levels of hell. A penthouse. A sweet thing, you are descending into the 9 levels of hell. I doubt that they have penthouses in the basement, but comparatively, I suppose that yes, we do have quite the bougie 9th level. And trust me, you should be in no rush to see it. Hold on to my paw. Let's continue the tour. Wonderful. You look a lot less queasy than the last transport. Now, welcome to the 3rd level of hell. This is where I like to come for my lunch breaks. I tend to pass through quite quickly, and I would advise you to keep your limbs very close to your person. Should you sit down somewhere for too long and rest an arm, or in my case, a paw, on a table, they generally will mistake you for food. The amount of times that I have come away from this level with tufts torn from my tail, I cannot tell you. They mistake me for cotton candy. What can I say? I am a bit of a sweet treat. Oh, don't give me that look. And mind the sweaty, sticky fingers. They differ a little from the sweaty and sticky fingers of the last level. It's a 24/7. All you can eat. As much as you can eat. You should eat more than you can ever eat. Buffet. Unfortunately, they always come after me with their spicy foods. Ugh. I'm a hellhound. I enjoy heat when it's external, but something spicy. It feels like thousands and thousands of hellfires on my tongue. Very uncomfortable. Do you want to take anything for the road while we're here? Cupcakes, muffins. I normally grab some pastries and a bubble tea. Oh, yes. Grab it quickly and please hide it once you have, because if they sense or smell food and especially see it anywhere on your person, you will be chased. Wonderful. Quickly, grab it in the pocket. Let's go. Wonderful. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy your snacks. Deep breath, on to level 4. And welcome to the 4th level of hell. This area is a lot cleaner. I feel like I need a baby wipe or some hand sanitizer after visiting the gluttony level. But here we are with greed. Well, yes, that's why there's so much gold and silver and saliva everywhere. Yes, they will give you looks like that, and they will claw at their coins, but fear not unless you touch any of them or attempt to take what they have acquired. You should be fine. As per usual, tour rules are to keep all your thieving fingers inside the cart at all times. The amount of people that I have toured through this level, and they've ended up somewhere so much worse, because stealing something in hell is one of the higher punishable crimes. But sometimes the most tainted of souls simply can't resist that gleaming gold, the shining silver. Doesn't tempt you at all? No? Good. You're a clever little puppy, aren't you? Paw. Well, I need your hand in my paw before we can continue. Thank you. I really would rather not leave you behind. If I was going to, I'd pick a more fun level. Come on, let's go. Deep breath. You look like you're getting so much more confident with Into Hell transport. Look at you, little pup. Now I will need you to put on this safety helmet. And these goggles. Well, look around. This entire level is one big rage room. Welcome to the 5th level of hell. Wrath. Anybody and everybody here has some sort of grievance against something, and I would really rather you not get hit in the head or face with something sharp or dangerous. Come along. And try to stay behind me as much as you can. We will move through here as quickly as possible. But yes, I like to float through here on the days where I feel a little more tense than usual. And it really does help you release some of that pent-up frustration. Do you know what I mean? Ooh, watch your head. And so, my visits here are few and far between, but I've made a few friends. Hi! It's always more fun smashing things with company after all. Ooh, stop. These projectiles could use some forewarning. Thank you. Ooh, okay, continue quickly. I'm still learning not to talk back to any of them on this level. Yeesh, okay. What do you mean you need a rest? We've only a few more levels to go. And it is a little crazy in here, don't you think? We'll rest on the next level, I promise. We just had to move through here quite quickly so you didn't injure your pretty little face. Oh, and you can take your safety gear off now. Okay, deep breath, little one. Okay, come here and take a seat. Have a rest and just try not to pay attention to any of the arguings or goings on. Well, yes, this might look familial to your mortal government, but essentially, this is the 6th level of hell. Heresy is the ruler here. And who are the best liars in the mortal world? Exactly, politicians. They really don't pay attention to you unless you stand up against their argument, and the seats here might be quite hardwood, but they are quite comfy, are they not? Yes, I know it's boring here, but you did want a respite. They'll argue for hours, and hours, and hours, and hours, and never come to any solution. That is the curse that they have chosen to exist within in their eternity. Oh, pup. You do realize that every level of hell that we have descended through is filled with egregious souls that chose to be there. Well, whether it was by their actions in their mortal life, good or bad, decisions they chose to make or not make, mortals they got on the bad side of, depends. There are many reasons, and of course, most souls that are not already egregiously assigned come to me in limbo, and I find the best place for them. Never you mind about how I test the newbies on where they belong. Those are my secrets, but let's just thank your lucky stars that you arrived by a accidental ritual and saved you quite a lot of exam time. Now, shall we move on? I'm rather bored of all the red, puffy-faced politicians in here. Wonderful. Now come along. To the 7th level we go, and this will also be quite a quick part of the tour. Once again, stay close to me, and be careful of who you look in the eye, okay? Deep breath. And here we are, Pop, in the 7th circle of hell. As I said, this part of the tour will be quick, as it is where we keep the worst of the worst offenders. You would think, this being hell, we would have them sprinkled throughout, but alas, here they are in one concentrated dose. A secure dose, yes, but concentrated nonetheless, and the wolf whistles can get tedious, ladies and gentlemen. I am aware I am your local hellhound, and you've very limited resources to look at, but please, Not while I'm giving a tour. First impressions do matter, you know, even behind bars. I try to be playful with them, but they are here for a reason. So, here's hoping that you will be on your best behaviour once you return to your mortal plane, lest you're a naughty soul and end up here with the naughtiest of all. Yes, I thought that might deter you from any petty thefts or involuntary manslaughters. Anyway, let's continue the tour. We are fairly much done here. There's not too much to do or see, and least of all, people to talk to. Come along, take my paw as we go to the 8th circle. Well, of course it's a giant call centre. This is the 8th level of hell. Fraud. And in your mortal world, you have scammers, yes? Well, these are the scammers of the eternal flames of the Underworld. They are the ones that do most of the convincing of the egregious souls. Well, they make them offers they can't refuse, of course. But it's all a scam. They're all frauds and catfishes. So, mortals will have thoughts, ideas, inspirations, and who knows where they come from. They just come out of nowhere. I mean, it's almost as if some mortals have a little angel and a little demon on their shoulder, inspiring them as to which actions to take. And should they listen to the demon more than the angel, well, they end up here. And most of those demons are the ladies and gentlemen that you see in front of you. Oh, for the last time, stop asking about the extended warranty on my car. I don't have a car. I'm the receptionist in limbo. Thank you for the millionth time. Ugh, let's get out of here. Come on, Paul. Deep breath. To the final level we go. And here we are. Now, I did say that our tour in this section of hell would be short, but we must also be quiet and respectful. As you can see, there are kings having discussions. Yes, doesn't it look like that mortal show Game of Thrones? You are correct. The kings, queens, and royals in here are all at each other's throats, politically and physically. Every few hours there will be a bloodline ended, another one will take its place, and so on and so forth. The cycle shall continue. What is it they say? When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Well, here everyone is aiming to be the winner, but none of them know that there is never meant to be a winner. The good overlord himself is the only winner when it comes to this level. It's pure entertainment for him. Why do you think he's based it off such a popular show? He enjoys watching the comings and the goings of the kings and queens, but he also enjoys the backstabbing, the gossip, the entertainment of the mortal influence. Nobody is ever satisfied with their position, are they? Everybody always wants more. Everybody always believes that their opinion is paramount. And in the end, everyone who thinks that they are immortal gets proven wrong. I can't tell you how many houses and bloodlines have begun and ended in this very arena. So I think we should get out of here right after we witness the next bloodline ending, which I think should be happening soon. Yes, the discussions are getting quite heated. Oh, and a weapon has been pulled. Oh, I do love the satisfaction of that crimson spilling over the floor. And the additional satisfaction of knowing that this is not my level and I shall not be cleaning up the mess. But I believe that brings us to the end of our tour. If we stay much longer, the Overlord himself may notice, and I really don't need my pay docked this week, okay? Your girl's got to make rent. Okay? You're looking a little queasy. Is it from the blood or all the waystone portals? Regardless, take my paw and I shall bring you back to Limbo, where you can rest and relax before your journey home, yes? Shh. I think we've been spotted. Quick, come with me. And we are back at level 1. That was a big jump, so deep breath in and out. Shake off your tail. Oh, that's right, you don't have one. Shake it off. And tell me, how did you find the tour? Were you excited? Were you scared? Do you think you'll end up here one day? Tell me everything. Uh-huh. Oh. Well, I'm glad to hear that the tour was fun and not a waste of your precious mortal time. But I must admit I am disappointed to hear that you doubt you'll be back anytime soon. That means that you won't be accidentally dropping in on me. Oh. You won't be back because you plan on perfecting your summoning ritual. Well, best of luck with it. Since you stank of sulphur and black salt when you walked in, I'd say you're dealing with some fairly hefty magic, so please be careful, little pup, lest you accidentally end up somewhere worse than here. You plan on summoning me to you. How adorable. I can always use a day off, and if I am accidentally summoned to the mortal plane without my prior knowledge, then technically the Overlord couldn't get mad at me for being accidentally taken away from work, right? Of course my tail is wagging. I'm very happy at the thought of being able to get out of this hellhole and possibly spend some time in the mortal plane with you. You do seem quite clever and fun and very well behaved. Oh, well, little pup, it is time to send you on your way, lest someone else discover you here. But I have had a wonderful time, and hopefully, if you perfect that ritual of yours, I shall be seeing you and smelling those ritual ingredients on you sooner rather than later. Now, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I shall summon your return portal. It shall take you back from whence you came. But be careful, you may end up just as queasy on the other side, and if you throw up in your bedroom, I cannot be held responsible for anything you damage, okay? Great. Stand still. Your soul does not belong this way, so save your sins for another day. Punishment awaits you, to be sure, but for now, allow my kiss to be your cure. Careful. I know, it's a very fancy portal, isn't it? That's what it should have looked like on your end. Anyway, come here so I can give you your kiss and send you back, and hopefully you'll be summoning me soon. Goodbye, mortal.